It's good. I mean, he enjoys football, so it's entertaining for him. I think my mom likes a little break, so she tries to get him to come out here, I think more than he does. I grew up going to training camp, loving football, and not realizing until you grow up that it gave you a chance to hang around your dad a lot. And it's cool that he can come here and do this and still get to hang around me and my son a little bit. So, and he enjoys it. So it's nice to have him here. He didn't take it. All right. I'm injured right now. Elbow injury. Started acting up last December, and I thought I could tough through it, and then I did. But I think it ruined me throughout the offseason. I keep waiting for it to heal. It won't heal. So I'll wait till probably come February I'll have to fix it. It really sucks not being able to throw. Not just to them, but the tennis ball to my dog, anything. So I got to fix this, but it's probably wait till after the season. I've tried that, and that's not an option. I mean, it's about getting back into camp. I mean, you talk about camp, going back to growing up and going up to Rockland when I was a ball boy here, or going to Greeley when I lived in Denver. The camps, we'd go away when we were at Washington. Atlanta, we stayed in dorms. As you get more and more, and it doesn't always feel like camp. But the more you can get off of vacation, get in here and just block everything out and have 2 practices a day, want to walk through and just get in that groove, it becomes all ball. And we got 3 days of it, and then you get a day off. Today was our 4th practice, so it's not totally like it used to be, but I think we're starting to get into it. It becomes a routine. Just having yesterday off kind of gets you out of your rhythm a little bit, but the more we can cram these days in, the more we can get more work. It's all about getting ready for a long season. Awesome. Extremely excited. Yes. Oh, yeah. No, he sold the farm on him, told us how good he is. And but I've heard about him for a while. He got to Houston, actually, I think the year that I left. So I know a lot of people have been with him for a while. He's had a hell of a career, and I think he was a captain for their team last year, and felt very fortunate for getting a chance to be able to get him.
Brock was back today. That's what you expected all along?
Yeah. Brock had some family stuff yesterday, some all good news and stuff. I'm sure he'll tell you guys when he talks to you guys next. So, but yeah, Brock was back and didn't miss a beat, and it was a good day off for him.
What did you think of Isaiah so far?
I thought he's done a good job. I mean, all those guys are getting a lot of reps, and we got a lot of young guys getting opportunities. He got a lot of opportunities in OTAs. We've been moving him around. Made a big play a couple days ago, and he's just competing like the rest of the group out there right now. I mean, they're spinning right now. I mean, once you think you got it, it gets a lot worse the next day. So today was our first call-it period, which means it wasn't scripted, and I think so they have no idea what's coming, and I think that showed a little bit of rust. I think they're in their playbooks, but they definitely can't be content with it. They got to get in it more. They got to get more of these reps, and we got to keep challenging them.
Kyle, what's the most important part about this first week or so of camp? Is it attention to detail, energy? What's the most important?
I think it's, attention to, everything's so important. If you quit one thing, that you're gonna, something bad's gonna happen. You get a setback. But there's so much that goes in to be prepared for an NFL season, and there's not a lot of time. And so you have to be so prepared for this camp so you have a chance to go through it. And if you are prepared for the camp, then it's about stacking up days. Everybody comes in the first day. They want to be in their playbook. They want to review the scripts before they go to bed. They come in early. They're done with practice. They have a great routine. And as you get like 5-6 days into it, then guys are tired. They'd rather, they start skipping things. They might want to go take a nap, do stuff like that. And then you end up pulling something and you miss 2 weeks. So it's about just that routine of doing it every day, the consistency of it and not wavering from it. And guys who have routines, more of the pros, guys who've done it before, more of the vets, they got a good idea of it, and that's what the rookies are trying to learn how to do. Who's that? Okay. Yeah.
How have you seen him progress to this point and stay out?
I mean, in these 4 practices, I thought he's done a good job. But like I was saying earlier, when we got to get pads on, see how they really hit it. But running back position, like all others, that it's not just as tough as a rookie. They're all tough as a rookie. But you got to try to make this team first and foremost. And I think that's tough at each position. And then you want to try to get on the field. You got to find a way to fit in our scheme and what we like. And if we brought you here, it means we like you. And now it's using that skill set with how it fits in our offense. And there's a very fine line with that, and it takes time to do.
On that note, how important is also to have Ricky throughout the whole preseason full time? Because obviously what happened last year, he missed a lot of time. Then he was able to have some spark by the end of the season. But now you get to have him all throughout camp.
Yeah, anybody who can make it through camp and doesn't have setbacks, it's gonna always put them in a much better position. That's what working and practicing things get you better. And when you're hurt, you can't. It's frustrating for guys. But he overcame that last year. If things happen this year, he'll overcome that too. But that's why he's prepared so hard for this, to try to get his body in a position to be able to make it through camp. And I know he had a setback in OTAs with his hamstring, but he's worked as hard as anyone this offseason, and hopefully have some better luck. Yeah, he had a calf.
Nick, Christian, Trey, is that part of the schedule you talked about the other day?
Yep.
Mapped out?
Yeah, that was just part of the schedule for today.
What have you seen from the kicking competition so far?
It's good competition. They're both battling. I think they've done a good job. It's close, neck and neck. So we'll see who makes more.
With McCaffrey, I assume this would be maybe his largest workload up, during training camp or in his career. We talked about he could be his own worst enemy and everything, but does he have an understanding? I guess what I'm saying is he like fighting this, or is there an understanding of this makes sense as far as to get into the season and stay healthy?
No, it's real similar to workload we did 2 years ago. His lightest workload was last year when he didn't do training camp. But no, this has been part of the plan. Christian gets frustrated with it. He wants to be out there. He wants to do everything. But Christian also is very smart and knows what the deal is, and knows that we do need to protect him from himself. So he's on board with it all. But I know he's feeling good, and when he feels good, he doesn't like days off. But he understands why he's got to. I don't know. I'll hear about it later today with anybody who goes out of practice, but that's why I know he went out. That's what he had in OTAs, so I'm sure it's similar. It looks like he's out there doing a lot. Hanging around the guys. I know he's in all the meetings and stuff, and he does his rehab in the morning, does a little bit more in the afternoon walkthrough, but I love him being around and all the meetings and doing all that stuff. And I know having an injury is frustrating, but he's going about it the right way, rehabbing and stuff. But it's great having him out there.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
What's up, guys? It's never good, you just got to pray for the best in situations like that. It's definitely a reminder not to take, any day for granted. You're in a non-padded practice and dudes get carted off. That's, it's a serious sport, and, just pray for the best for him. Oh, they've been great. They show up every day ready to go. They listen well. They work hard. Definitely great additions to the room. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. Bobby's the best in the business, so when he talks, we all listen. Even if he's coaching somebody else, everybody's looking to get a pointer or two, and those guys do a great job of taking in information and then applying it. Yeah, just trust the plan. They've written up a really good plan. And, just trust it and do everything I can every day to get better. Yeah, very similar to 2 years ago.
You said the other day you were adamant that nothing had changed, not that your father. Have you found any sort of different energy there?
It's been such a blessing. Yeah, I mean, it was been on cloud nine ever since she was born, and it's definitely been special for me. It's life-changing, that's for sure. And I'm grateful for my wife. She does a great job, letting me still, keep football going and working my butt off, and so it's been great and such a blessing.
There's been some good notes on your brother coming out of his camp. How much did you guys work out this offseason together, and what kind of year do you envision for him?
Yeah, he was with me every day this offseason, and that was such a blessing to be with him all year. It's anytime you get to train with your brother, playing in the NFL, it's really cool, and spending time with him. Obviously, the training went well, but it's the meals, it's the off time that you get to spend with them. Just reminds you of when you were kids and stuff. So it was awesome, and he looks great. It's good to hear he's doing well. I got to check in with him. The time change is killing me, but I'll probably give him a call today. It was awesome, man. Yeah, he just hit us up and wanted to get some work in, and obviously somebody like that who I have the utmost respect for as a player and a person. I was super fired up that he joined us for a little bit, and I don't have any bad things to say about him. He's a special guy, special person, and a special player. Yeah, there's a bunch of different stuff. Every day is, I feel like sometimes there's new gadgets and gizmos, and there's, chambers, the hyperbarics, the hypoxic training, the breath work, the pool, all, there's so many different things that, we just try to take every little ounce, and if you can find an advantage or an edge, we do it. Yeah, I think it's when needed. A lot of guys, when you're 21 years old, you feel great and all the time, and sometimes ignorance is bliss. And so if guys have their own tailored plans and they feel good, that's the most important thing. But whenever these guys ask for help, or if I see something, I'll say something.
Christian, Kiner's got some crazy contact balance, and I'm just kind of wondering, for training in the off season, is there anything that you guys do to get better at contact balance?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of different things you can do. I mean, there's a million balance drills out there on the field, in the weight room, stuff like that. Obviously, single leg strength exercises and plyometrics, and all that stuff. A lot of it's natural too. I think sometimes people are blessed with abilities that come pretty naturally. Best moment? I think seeing my wife as a mom has been the coolest thing, and just how much she loves it, and how hard she's been working, but just how much joy it's brought her. That's been the coolest thing, just seeing both of them, bond over just holding her, and definitely is, the best moment of my life. Congrats. Yeah, I've always had a pretty determined mindset, and I've always, wanted to be great. And having a daughter, I wouldn't say I'm working harder. I wasn't not working before, but it definitely just puts things into perspective that, you just want to show up and be the best person you can be, because you have somebody to be an example for.
In 30 seconds, can you explain hypoxic?
No, not in 30 seconds. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, it's basically breath work where you fluctuate your SpO2 numbers to get a stem cell flush into your system. In short, you could ChatGPT it or Claude it. It might have a better answer than that. Yeah. Appreciate it, guys.
JJ were mixing it up a little bit on the practice field the other day. You got a little rivalry going with him?
Oh no, that's just how we greet each other. You know, that was our first day being able to see each other. You know, full tilt. Of course, we wasn't in pass, but that's just how we greet each other.
Like what you see out there so far in terms of energy and
Oh yeah, I love it. I feel like the whole defense, you know, from the linebackers, the D line, secondary, the back end, you know, I feel like everything is coming together. You know, we all playing with confidence. You know, we all got that camaraderie within each other, and then we, you know, just making plays.
What have you seen from Upton so far, especially at nickel?
Just really the game slowing down for him. You know, like I mentioned the first time during OTAs, that was like when I first noticed it. He had hit me up. That was one thing. That was like the first step when he had hit me up. Then he came to my house, and then we got on the board. You know, we was going over the defenses and stuff. And then I just seen how, like, you know, after that, you know, the game just slowed down for him. And I seen, like, the plays that he making, the stuff he reacting to, like, it's slowly coming together for him.
How much time in the offseason did you spend with the rookies, if any? I know, like, Trent said him and Michael went on vacation to Cabo. Did you spend any time with anybody in the
Really with RG, he had came. He was, you know, he came to LA, so I just showed him around town in LA. We worked out a couple times, but I know this is gonna be a big year for him, and I'm excited for him.
Specifically, what have you seen in terms of the jump from year 1 to 2? I know right now it's from an era.
Just really the confidence level. You know, it always take that big jump from year 1 to year 2, you know, to be on the island and play corner. So I think his mindset is everything changed and flipped, and he's ready for action.
do you know what makes Robinson a tough cover? It seems like he's had a lot of success this week.
Really, he crafty. I told him I had faced him my rookie year when we played the Chiefs here, and I told him he had got me on like it was like a dig. I was it was a corner route, but it was supposed to be a dig. So like the Chiefs had went against the Tennessee, you know, and ran something off the special dig and just ran a corner. And I was just telling them, like, ever since that moment, you know, I ain't never slept on him. Like, I felt like he was always crafty. I love it. You know, just to be a guy that, you know, the young guys look at, you know, for help, or whenever they need somebody to talk to or a shoulder to lean on, you know, I'm always there.
It's a new, younger group of defenders, and it's you and Fred and Nick really kind of bringing these young guys up. What's the most surprising thing you've seen?
Really just how they, you know, follow suit. You know, when people first get here, you know, they don't know how, like, we run to the ball, you know, the intensity we play with, and, of course, how Saleh implemented the all gas, no brakes. You know, just seeing everybody just, you know, adapt and, you know, follow behind one another. Really just, you know, I'm different than who I was, you know, 5 years ago. So just being at the right place, you know, not really, you know, hanging out in areas that I shouldn't be, you know. So I want to apologize to my teammates, the organization, and to my coaches and to my family, you know, for a mistake.
Anything else, guys?
I'm some third coordinator in 3 years, but how much has Saleh changed things, or is it just the same defense with a different?
Really, it's kind of some of the same stuff, you know, but the way Saleh is bringing in, you know, his techniques and how he does things, you know, I feel like the defense is more confident within the scheme.
They say corners, no receivers. What do you think of the kid Nair?
I'm sorry, you said.
What do you think of the big rookie Nair?
Oh yeah, he's nice. He's gonna be nice. Him making contested catches, him being that tall, able to run deep and, you know, run routes. You know, you don't really see a lot of guys like that. None. I'm sorry, you said. Oh, yeah. You know, it's kind of hard because, you know, we all playing the same position, so you kind of when you see a brother down, you kind of like put yourself there, and it's prayer. We praying for him, and we hope everything is gonna be all right, and that he get back to us safe and sound.
Last 2 seasons, you guys have had 2 different defensive coordinators. Just interested to know if the way you guys feel in training camp this season, if there's any difference from this season to last season, maybe more preparedness or just more gelling so far, anything different.
Excuse my language. Same shit, different toilet. Oh yeah, I love Juwan. That's my brother. He gonna come to work every day. He gonna be the same person. So, it's never when we, guys scuffle out there, it's never really, personal. It's just the love of the game.